Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm sure you've heard someone give some skull cleaning advice and tell you to go throw a skull in a pond and let the fish clean it. Well, that's what we're going to do today. But first, we got to find a pond. So in this video, I'm going to show you two different skulls that we clean in the pond. The first one we're going to throw in there without any cage or anything to protect the bones from getting lost or teeth and stuff like that. Okay, so it's been about 4 weeks, and we're gonna go get the skull out of the pond and see what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is the way that you don't want to do it. Just throwing it in there, no cage, nothing to prevent the lower jaw from completely falling off. And this one had horn sheaths on there, but they're gone now. And just the possibility of like losing teeth and nose bridge bones and stuff like that. Obviously they did clean it up. There's still a little bit of brains in there, but otherwise does clean it. You're going to lose some essential parts to the skull if you don't do it right. Yeah. Okay guys, so in order to do this correctly, there's just a couple things you got to follow to get it done right. First off, whatever skull you use, you're going to want to skin out. The hide just takes forever to decompose in the water, and it's just going to slow things up. And the second thing is, if it has horns on it, you're going to want to take those off before you throw it into the pond. The horns themselves will disintegrate in the water after a long period of time. So if it has horns on it, take it off beforehand. And lastly, you're going to want some type of cage to keep things from falling off, like the jaw and teeth and stuff like that. And here's how you're going to make that. Okay, so as far as your cage goes, you're going to want something that's not going to rust. If you do use a metal wire mesh, make sure that it's not going to rust, because obviously it's going to be sitting in water for a while. I like to use this plastic mesh. I get it at Home Depot. It has 1/2 inch holes in it, so it's not too large that the cow teeth won't fall through. Obviously, depending on what you're working on, you can get smaller holes in your mesh. Again, I like the plastic. It's not going to rust. I can recycle it afterwards. But just, yeah, make it as big as your skull and a top to seal it up, and that's it. I think I should have gotten a smaller mesh. Yeah, I did. You know that farm where we went one time? Alright, so now we're just going to wait about 4 to 6 weeks to let that thing clean. Okay, so I got the skulls back from the pond, and I have been degreasing them and whitening with Dawn dish soap for the grease and hydrogen peroxide, just 3% for whitening them. So I'll show you where I'm at so far. This is the one I put in the cage. I do have all the bones for it. I just pulled it out today, so it's looking pretty good. And then we have the other one, which we just threw into the pond by itself. No cage or anything like that. Okay guys, so just a few things really quickly about the whole process overall. Time-wise, it took 4 weeks for each of these skulls. So the one with the horns was 4 weeks, that was in July. This one was 4 weeks, and that was in August. So that obviously, the time frame is going to change depending on where you're at and the weather. So this would be a best case scenario, about 4 weeks. I have been degreasing them for about a month or two, month and a half. And that's just putting them in a big tote with Dawn dish soap and an aquarium heater. and I've been rotating that between the dish soap and hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide will whiten the bone. Don't use bleach. Just the 3% like you get at Walmart will work. Pros and cons. Pro is it's easy. Just throw it in a pond, you leave it, and let the bacteria and stuff do all the work. Now, this is basically just another form of maceration, just letting bacteria eat all the flesh off. You can look back a couple videos of mine and see that process if you'd like. Con, you know, you possibly going to lose some stuff, the lower jaw, a tooth maybe. It does take time, and you have to have a pond, obviously, to do it in. So, you know, you can weigh out the pros and cons yourself and see what you would like to do. But it is a great option, I think, after doing it a few times for cleaning some skulls. You know, if you just don't have the workspace to do it yourself, but you do have access to a pond, check it out there and go on your day. But hey, don't take my word for it. You guys can go try it yourself. Hope you learned a little bit something from this video, and feel free to comment below, ask questions. If you've done this before, you know, say what worked for you. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So if you want to see the final result after all the degreasing and whitening of the skulls, I'll post that on my Instagram, and I'll leave my Instagram and Facebook and all that in the description. Did want to say thank you to a few people who left comments on my videos this past 2 weeks. So we got Rick Dunham, Jaco Schumann, Andy Fishing in the Deep Lake, and Howard Kahn, or Kun, not sure how you pronounce that. Thanks guys for leaving comments, really appreciate that. I've been having some great dialogue with you all. And then a special thank you to Kat Elizabeth. She left a really cool review on my Facebook page. She said, "Great work and great tutorials. I really appreciate seeing the tools that you use and the way that you prepare the skulls through various methods while using a control." She's talking about the maceration video I did a few back. "I share your work with my students and other museum workers. Keep up the good work." Awesome. That's really cool. It's really honored that you left that review on there. I really appreciate that. Now guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different, okay? So this is something new I'm starting with this video, just to be transparent and kind of a reality check for how things work. You all are smart. You see the ads at the front of the video. I am going to post in the description of each video from now on the income that I make from the ads on these YouTube videos. And just to forewarn you, it's not much. Alright guys, I do post all my skull carving income on my blog, on my website, but from now on you'll see a total to date. So that includes all the videos, not just this video, but you're going to see the total income from YouTube that I get from all the videos. So this is like video number 30, I think, 29, 30. So you'll see a total of everything I've made down below. And just again, it's something I always, when I watch a YouTube video, I always wonder, I wonder how much they're making. So I figured, hey, why not open that up to you all? And thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. It's cool getting to know you guys. And feel free to subscribe if you want to learn a little bit more on the next videos I have coming out. So thanks again guys for watching. Appreciate it.